Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
One thing that I didn't really notice when I was making that, or last week really, I don't think, was that the dogs do all of the rhythmic barking.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, shut your mouth! And
Like I'm angry with the dogs.
Yeah, you're like, you are telling the
that
dogs.
That sounds
to
like
shut
something
their mouth.
I would say, because fuck them dogs.
Yeah.
But...
And then one just goes, just to go, fuck
just,
you, Alex.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
That's how dogs are with me.
They do tell you to shut the fuck up.
Almost all the time, yeah.
I'm sure there's like another Don't Get Me Started out there run by dogs that's all just
Can you
ranting
imagine
against
two
you.
dogs on a fucking sofa just being like, ruff, 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 ruff. That would be amazing. I'd probably watch that. Dog Get Me Started.
I'd watch
There's
it for a
two
little
fucking
bit.
dogs.
It'd probably get repetitive after a while.
No change there. Welcome into the 166th episode of Don't Get Me Started. I'm Alex. That's Jeremy. Jeremy loves dogs.
Hoopa!
Boom. Yeah, that intro is still fire, and I love it.
I was going to say, I did wonder if you A, remembered, and B, would laugh again a second time. But you still laugh at our normal intro, and it's been 100 and,
yeah.
It's been there for 150 episodes or so. So,
hey.
odds were good that you were going to laugh regardless.
Now I know Scottish Soul's name, I feel like I want to use it all the time.
Well, you can do that, and it would be helpful if you did, because I have forgotten it.
It's Becky.
That's it.
The thing is, like, you know when you
things.
learn a name and then you just want to say it all the time?
I don't know when I learn a name. No, I'm not familiar
historically,
with this process.
I've been good at knowing names. When I used to have my own stream, or I used to run my own stream, it was something I really worked hard on to make sure that we can, like, you're trying to build a rapport. But
it was something I meticulously took notes about when I was streaming a lot, because I can't remember shit like that.
We can't just call you Scottish, otherwise it sounds like you're talking for all of Scotland, which you might be. If you want that role, feel free. If you want to, like, you're the voice of Scotland. If we have a question about Scotland,
we're definitely going to Becky for any Scotland.
Yeah, just
questions.
like, what does Scotland think about
the authority on Scotland?
Is it true that, do deep fried Mars bars taste any good? Now that's a bit low hanging fruit.
Because the answer is obviously no.
I don't know. If I get stabbed if I get the answer. Don't worry, never had one. Well, there you have it. Conclusive proof.
Classic Scottish dish, not consumed by Scottish people.
No, nobody eats them really. Nobody. But anyway, now that's your role. You'll answer for Scotland. Someone has to, I suppose.
And in the words of The Rock, you will know your role and shut your mouth.
Or open your mouth when we ask.
That's how that works. Yeah.
But good to see you back again. Thank you very much for bringing the raid last week. No doubt. I'm trying to remember, what was the name of the woman that came in? Who's
You're asking me?
It was something like Better the Devil You Read. Red. Her name was Red. I wanted to follow her this week. And
Wasn't there some kind of like innuendo based in it as well? Like slutbag Red or something like that.
Go fuck yourself, Red.
It was something.
That old devil Red.
Yeah.
We're talking about devils as well, so yeah. Well, listen, I'm not going to be following her anytime soon. I have to. Some bish called Red. It was something like some bish called.
Bish. That was the.
Okay.
That was it. It wasn't quite as sexual.
She was some bish. I can tell you that.
Yeah. I could have just scrolled back through and looked at what the raid was from last week.
Oh yeah, which I'd like to. Yeah. Okay.
That would have been
there it is, right there. Yeah.
Followed as well.
Oh, cool.
And also followed by someone, didn't pick this up at the time, by Re-Death Dragon. Like, not content with being dead the first time.
Re-death.
Re-death.
See, that was meant to be like Red Death, but like decided to align both those words together. Red Death Dragon.
There used to be
the best kind of dragons.
Stable tag team in Ring of Honor that did that, and they were called Red Dragon, but it was Red Dragon. No, mate, it doesn't work.
No, I hate that already.
Shit. Absolute bullshit. But they changed their name 67 times to today, so...
We've got a bunch of people following us who no doubt have got those follows from some bish, and they're in there at the moment, but Becky's chosen to come here. Maybe she's trying to watch both at once, I get it.
Probably better off.
Red Dead Redemption. That's what I keep thinking is Red Dead. They've got Red
But it's not, though, is it? It's Red Dead Redemption.
This is what happens if you do it like that.
I was playing Red Dead Redemption on Saturday.
Oh, wait, how was it?
It was great.
I really want to talk about shit like that.
Yeah. I've played a lot of it before, but I went back and started again playing it on my PC. So I'm quite early on in the game still, and I'm also trying to work out how to do things still because it's different controls and I don't remember shit.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh right, so I've got to capture this person peacefully, like lasso them, and put them on the back of a horse.
Yeah,
I'm like, right, go up to them quietly, lasso them,
shoot them in the back of the head,
shot their fucking head off.
You got a bounty.
I'm like, what? What the fuck, bounty? And I'm running away from the cops. And then I just drive straight off a cliff into a river. I'm like, right, yeah.
Better
did that go into my
that
bounty?
Shit.
No, didn't. Right, okay, fine. And then the other time, I've just found a new town kind of area. So I go up to the stagecoach to get me a lift back to
town
Armadillo or whatever it's called.
It is Armadillo.
And instead of hitching a lift, I fucking drag the guy out of his seat. I'm like, oh, motherfucker, another fucking bounty.
Woo, bounty.
I'm like, Jesus, can I just play this game? I can't.
I've been playing Cyberpunk quite a lot, and I'm really very good at it in terms of, like, there's no excuse.
And modest. I'm
really the best at it. There's no excuse for me fucking up. But for some reason, I went in and immediately pressed the throw grenade button. Like, instead of pressing the scan button, which I do quite a lot, I just, like, woke up one day and chose violence because I completely forgot what I was doing. I was like, so I just was walking down the street and I'm like, I just need to press the button that whistles for my bike. Like, woo, woo, here's the bike. And I just went clonk like that and just underhanded a frag grenade at a nearby person. They were like, ah! And the police come out and I'm like, son of a bitch. Don't worry. What I'll do is I'll just quickly scan. I just pulled out my shotgun and shot someone. I'm like, I think I
need to go back to the save point.
I've forgotten what the fuck I'm doing. But yes, welcome in literally everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. See, Becky's awful at accidentally shooting folk on RDR1. RDR2.
Oh, I haven't got to RDR2 yet. I'm still on RDR1.
RDRR, Bart.
I also played, for the first time in years the other day, Need for Speed Carbon.
Oh, okay.
Which is probably my favourite Need for Speed game. It's the only one I've played.
I've never played any of those.
I quite like Need for Speed Carbon. It's a lot of, like, downhill racing down really steep hills and racing around the streets of San Francisco, I think it is, and shit like that. And it's got Emmanuel Vaugier in it, so it's like I don't even need to do anything. I can just look at her the whole game, and that's fine.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is, but sounds good. One time, I love these stories, by the way. Keep them coming. One time in Fable 2, I tried to talk to a shopkeeper, but accidentally shot her in the head.
I mean, free stuff if you do that, right?
Oh, yeah. I bloody love Fable. I just think, and also I love things like that. I think basically part of my desire when I was streaming separately, as it were, I wanted to do a kind of a computer game stream so I could just do all this shit because it happens all the time to me. So I could fuck up in front of it or do this. And when I did it, I thought it was hilarious, but I got the feeling that I was getting the feeling that there wasn't an appetite for it and that what people wanted was me to sit around.
They definitely wanted it.
But more people sat around and watched me talk bollocks than they did playing games. It does depend on the game.
Why not both?
Why not both? Well, often I wouldn't do playing the game. No,
yeah.
But that became a shtick, It
was a shtick. Yeah. Long-time fans, followers of us will remember how actually terrible we both are at video games.
Yeah.
Me especially. The long-forgotten L2R2 saga from Grand Theft Auto 3. I'm like, I should just play Grand Theft Auto 3 again. Like,
Ali would be there for it. We weren't very good at actually playing the games. No, part of me...
Not the actual... You're not saying he was bad at the games. He was just bad at
playing them. Like getting down to playing
doing
them.
it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And another thing. Just go back to chatting for a second.
I do like to just go back to chatting for a second. It's just...
Long forgotten Hearthstone. Yes, everybody's forgotten.
Still makes me laugh. I just immediately thought of it. When you said it, like, I can see it as clear as anything in the world. I can just see that explosion.
It was the year 2021.
It's still funny. We should fucking put that as a clip in here and play it every now and again. It's still really good. It is really good. And you don't get that many opportunities to get someone like that. Do you know what I mean? That's like the one time. I can't think of a way you'd ever... Oh.
Yeah. Duff. I'm seeing Duff this weekend. We're going to the Formula E.
Oh, cool. stuff has been popping up in my Facebook feed quite a lot recently, actually.
Yeah.
Saying amusing things, and I can't remember what it was now, but I agreed with him. That's all I can say. I have to go back and look, but something he said amused me anyway. Yes, what I was going to say, there's a new Life is Strange game come out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, and it goes back to those same characters from Life is Strange Season 1 that I played through. You guys
it's not
might
just
recall.
yet another remaster, is it? Because I know they remastered
No, it's
it
new,
like
new.
6 times.
It's new. I hurt my neck, and now every time I move my neck, it really hurts. So I go.
Life
So
is
yeah,
Strange. Yeah.
Life is Strange.
You should stream Life is Strange.
Yeah,
You should just do
maybe I
it.
should.
Yeah, I mean, you did the whole thing with the first one.
Yeah,
It's like
I really
one of
felt
the
that was.
only game that you actually did all the way through.
And I thought
That
people
and
watched that.
Undertale. Yeah, they did. Yeah. People loved that shit story, and it was utter bullshit.
The Undertale was obviously great, and that
Yes.
was really good. But like that Life is Strange, that first one, where we were trying to work out like who the bad person was, and I won't spoil it if you've never played it because it is really good. But like the revelations of that, and when you get down into like the dark aspects of that, I was like, and also when I'm trying to talk someone down from the ledge and prove that I know them by using very specific information that I probably wouldn't know. And stuff that naturally the game, like, you skip over because when you play games, you don't tend to read all the stuff and look through people's diaries and stuff. And I remember sitting there saying, well, if you know me so well, name my dog's birthday or something. I'm like, it's this. And it's like, oh, so you look through my diary? Jumps off roof. And I'm like, oh, sons of bitches. Like, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. It would be nice maybe to stream from here. You won't know this, but the room where I used to stream in is just like now just
a proper office.
yeah, it's just being used as I've just taken everything down. I guess there's no need for it, but if I did it, maybe I'd do it in here because you just need to like have a mouse, don't you? I can just play in here.
Yeah, I mean, I do literally all of my PC-ing from my living room.
Plus, I like this sofa; it's nice. It's very comfy.
I'm using a PC from the sofa right now. It's not difficult.
Thank you very much, Will, for relentlessly contributing gift subs to various people. I see Ellie's got one and Keris has got one. And, of course, dropping bits on us once more.
Jim's got one as well. Jim bin there.
The power of the camera being in the way.
Did you see his wonderful little like role play that he did as you and I in the
I enjoyed that
in the pre-stream chat.
That made me laugh.
Yeah. It was very good.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. That just reminds me of Gross Point Blank. Because, anyway, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, I bloody love...
Cheap viewers on somewhere. We'll never know because our censorship has sorted that out.
Cheap viewers on what? Cheap viewers on what? You must let us know. G forum skill.
Which obviously means he's really, really skilled on forums.
Game kill?
Don't see many forums these days. Game forum kill. He kills all of the game forums. That's probably why there aren't many.
I'll never forget our New Year's stream. Yeah, I have. Well, we got super drunk because I brought along my bottle of red wine and Captain Brilliant supplied me with
that one.
Fucking... Oh, man.
We also had the not at all as raucous New Year's stream the following year as well, which was able to have more people at it because it was outside of COVID. And we did the awards.
Yes, that was fun.
That was good. Pepsi! That's a Pepsi emoji. Check that shit out.
So I don't really pay attention to Jaeger, but like, I saw that Jaeger had suggested a different type of Pepsi.
Pepsi Electric.
I love electric things. That sounds cool.
It's got a blue tint to it. And apparently it's citrusy. Now, I don't like citrus.
No, you don't.
But I will give it a go. The main drawback for me is not that it is citrusy. It is that it's full fat and will probably taste like sugar. I assume it's full fat. Anyway.
Like Mountain Dew, maybe.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get some to find out.
Yeah.
I don't want to taste...
I thought I'd get just, a 500ml bottle and then we'd each have some in a glass.
Yeah, a little bit. If nobody sledges down their stairs on a tea tray, it's not a New Year's party. No, that's true. I think that was after I'd gone to bed. I know, or maybe I can't remember if he did it again. He did. He loves to just...
He breathed fire with you there, for sure. But you were very drunk and may not remember it.
Oh, fuck that shit. After that, I was just like... I didn't expect to get drunk. I didn't intend to get drunk that night. But then I was just given so much booze. Yeah, fuck it.
It's not full fat. Woo! Hooray for semi-skimmed.
Thank God for that.
There we are then. I have no qualms about trying it now.
This is my first house with a set of stairs I own. Now I want to get a tea tray. In
the absence of a tea tray, just a piece of cardboard.
He had a piece of cardboard, I think, as well. And this is Captain Brilliant, who occasionally pops into the stream. He had like, it was basically like, I want to say, the bit of cardboard from a telly or something. Yeah,
he just bought a new television, and I think it was the cardboard box that it came in flattened. And the
reason it came up, if I might, is because when I used to live together with 3 other guys over another part of Folkestone, we had a party, as we did have various parties there. They were some of the best parties I've ever had, and
when it's time to party, we will party hard.
We always party hard, and for some reason, I think Captain Brilliant started a kind of like trying to slide down on a Mac. It's not like a MacBook, but an iMac cardboard box, so like the big kind of thing that an iMac came in. So they were just going down on that, and it was just like someone got carpet burns in their back where they slid down, and the bit of cardboard went away, and so they were just sliding on themselves and just fucking took half their fucking tattoo off. That's Richard Wayward.
Did you ever used to slide down the stairs?
No. I'm sensible.
I did all the time as a kid. I would get my mattress off my bed, my single bed mattress.
Yeah.
And I would just put it on the stairs, and then I would slide down it face first, influenced by like the Tomorrow People and sliders. I'd be like riding through a wormhole.
Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I ever did that. I think I can't remember. But
they didn't show it on sliders, but I filled in the gaps with my child's imagination. I assume they were just like that through it.
My mum gave tips on how to breathe fire better. Yeah, I think he likes to do that. He was just, I remember, because in my head I got it confused with the time he set light to an arrow and fired it. But yeah, that boy loves fire and throwing it around. It's like setting light to fireworks, throwing them out the window.
Anything that could potentially kill him quick shot.
Or hurt his property, basically burn it or other shit. God, crazy. It won't ever happen again, not on this stream anyway. But, yes.
We don't know that.
Maybe Life is Strange will come back.
If he decides that he's going to dive down the stairs at any point, I'll probably film it and we'll show it here.
I've still got Jaeger's copy of Life is Strange 2 kicking about, which I think it might be his housemates, and I meant to give back, but I haven't. So
I don't think they've got a PlayStation 4 anymore, so that's probably yours.
Oh, it's mine. That's good. I know it because Freezing Player Zach once played it, so I actually know how it happens and how it ends, really. So I don't think I can be really bothered to do number 2. So anyway, kind of like all over the place.
Take the CAX and get 50p for it then.
Oh yeah, maybe
that 50p could be valuable.
What I thought you said there was take it to see your ex and get 50p for it, and I'm like, I don't think Kelly will buy it.
Be like, here's Life is Strange 2.
Why do I want this?
No. 50p.
50p.
She'll probably give you 50p as well.
Yeah, she would.
I don't have 50p. Here's a fiver.
Oh yeah, mentioning an ex drinks. Right. I do actually have some wine because we went to Wimbledon last year. Shall
I stop you there and shall we go into This Is Happening and you can get your wine and then we can explain.
I don't know if I really want to drink it, but yes, let's go into yes.
Okay. You can't mention wine and then not drink the wine. That's just rude.
I know.
I think you should do it in the segment that we call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, 2 men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
Got that fucking timing down.
Yeah, that was nice.
Slick.
So please put in the chat all the good things and bad things, the haps and the naps that you want to share with us, and we'll talk through them or ignore them. But yeah, the nap for us.
It was kind of a hap nap last Thursday?
Tuesday.
I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, last Tuesday. You may remember, if you were here last week, the palpable excitement that we had because we were going to get up and go to Wimbledon the next day. And we did. We did go to Wimbledon the next day. Unfortunately, Wimbledon didn't stay at Wimbledon and was rained off. So we just drank wine in the rain.
Yes, we did. We sat around drinking wine in the rain, and then we went to see the Book of Mormon. So
that was awesome.
It was amazing. Yeah. I thought a couple of days later that we could have gone and got in the mega queue to get like centre court tickets. They have a resale in there.
But every motherfucker would have been doing that, and especially the people that had actually arrived there early.
Yes,
as well. We didn't get there until.
And I wasn't about standing around for 3 hours in a queue and not getting stuff when we could just go specifically into
doing other things.
Yeah, which we did. Yeah,
and we just hung out in London, ate food, drank wine, played video games.
We played video games. We went to 2 different locations to play video games. We went to the Four Thieves, which is in Lavender Hill over at Battersea, and we went to NQ64, which is in Soho. And they both had their own charms to it, mainly because like NQ64 was properly open and the Four Thieves had some bits and pieces that weren't open.
Yes, and some things that were open but just didn't
work.
Which was disappointing.
But we did do something we want to share with you, but I don't think we can share with you.
We cannot share yet because I decided to send it by Bluetooth and it's not even half.
It's a video we made.
Yes.
That was quite amusing. And it's... I don't want to give too much away, so I have to wait till it's done.
Yeah.
Basically. But you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Did you stay overnight? No, we came right back that night.
Yeah, went up in the morning, came back in the late evening.
Ellie, but was there pinball at either of those places? It might have been. It might have been.
Yes, the video in question might relate directly
maybe
to you,
that
Ellie.
will reveal it.
Maybe.
Already said too much, maybe.
But it's not here yet, so...
When you see it, you will love it. Maybe, I don't know. I was there. My memory says it should be amusing. The late train, not that late.
No, what train did we get? Like 10:30 or
10:37.
Like that? Yeah.
10:37.
Yeah. Straight out of the Book of Mormon, straight jaunting across back to St. Pancras to go on the train.
Yeah, straight back as fast as we could.
from
But Mormon was
St.
really
Pancras.
good.
Yes.
It was particularly on form.
I've been thinking about it, and I think several of those like actors that were in it, I think they were the same ones that were in the production that I saw in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah, especially like the Ugandan group.
Yes.
I feel like there were a lot of sane people. I could just be a massive racist, but I do think that they were the same people. Not all of them, some of them.
Yes. Well, sometimes when you've been watching something for a while, you get used to seeing their face. It's not unreasonable. You can be like, yeah, I think it was those guys.
Yeah.
Plus, if they've been there, then they come across here, Of course, if you've already done the part.
Yeah, because I don't think it's running in Chicago anymore. So,
No.
Why would you spend all that time learning that role and then just be like, nah, fuck it, I'll go do something else rather than make some money and tour the world?
Yeah, so we went to Wimbledon, and we both took a bottle of wine.
Yes.
But we didn't stay there for long enough to drink both bottles of wine. So when we went to the Book of Mormon, I still had the wine in my bag. And every theatre I've been to in London hasn't checked, like, oh yeah, there's nothing in that. And this time they made a really very thorough check of my bag.
On you.
On me.
They didn't look in my bag properly, and I took my wine into the place. So I could have drunk my wine in there if I wanted to.
They checked mine. The person you had didn't bother. The person I had.
What's that? And he did like touch the bottle of wine, and he just did not give a fuck. I swear.
They took my wine off me, and they said, "You can collect it afterwards. Here's a raffle ticket type thing."
It was like the most slick mugging I've ever seen in my life. It's just open your bag and was like, "Yeah, can't have that," and you were like, "Well, blah blah blah," and she was like, "Yeah, you can have it back at the end," and she's already got a raffle ticket out to stick on it.
I thought we were going to have to go and queue up in the whatchamacallit, in the cloakroom. I was like, yeah, I get it. I'm going to have to go to the cloakroom. But now I realise they can't let me go in to do that because there's no guarantee that I can just take it.
Just go in.
So they have to do it there and then. It was very good. So, yes, it wasn't perfect. Mormons don't drink.
No, well, Hasidic either way.
Yeah.
We do.
We do.
And there was a Brigham Young question on Jeopardy that I watched today as well. And I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't get it right. I guessed Joseph Smith, and the answer was Brigham Young. I was like, right.
Joseph Smith. When Joseph Smith, obviously, because it's really weird when you get to the end of the walk down and everyone's bowing. The guy obviously is dressed as Joseph Smith, and it's kind of out there a little bit, but it looks so good and so kind of strange. Also, because a lot of them play different roles within it. I can't half
expect them to be in the last one that they did,
but he's still as Joseph Smith. So many good bits in it. It's so good.
Brigham Young. His nose is a clitoris.
If you haven't seen the Book of Mormon and you can handle the religious piss-taking aspect of it and the South Park tastelessness of it and the swearing,
Yes.
then you'll love it.
Yes.
But if you don't think you can handle that, don't bother. But like, I think it's one of the best things in London, like ever. I've seen it twice now.
Fantastic. I've seen it twice.
It's incredible. That sometimes when you look at these, this is a talent of the guys that do this stuff. It's not the first thing they've done, and they've got a good pedigree of doing this stuff because like they wrote Cannibal the musical, and I think they did Orgasmo. I'm trying to think of something else they did. Orgasmo's another Mormon-y based thing, and of course they've done the South Park musical and all these sort of things. All the musical aspects they do in South Park are also on point.
The songs in South Park are fantastic.
They're not like just phoned it in like so many musical comedy artists. They're just so good, and this is really so good. It's so good.
Yeah,
I fucking hate swearing.
I was just wandering around the house the other day, just singing Joseph Smith, Magical AIDS Frog, and Karis was like, "What the fuck?"
It's just
Joseph Smith, Magical AIDS Frog.
So good. I laughed so hard, and it's just so good. So it's that, in my head, I always say this sort of stuff. Like if you go to see a play and you haven't seen it yet, then like normally I say Les Mis, Phantom, Hamilton.
Which was the order that you looked at when when going, right, what are we going to do?
Although I've never seen it,
no,
the highest grossing West End production of Lion King has to be up there. Although I've never watched it, then that's like absolute bank, and it can't not be in that conversation. But apart from those four, I think Mormon's the other one, and I just don't look anywhere. So basically, go and see it if you haven't seen it. It was wonderful, and we got to see it for really good seats for decent
really good
money.
Yeah, absolutely. Of all of the pieces of musical theatre that I have seen, I would definitely recommend the only one I have seen, which is the Book of Mormon.
That's it.
In person, anyway.
Yes. So that was good. Should we scroll up a little bit to see what other people have said?
Yes, there's quite a few haps and naps. Let's scroll and find them, shall we? It's not full fat. That was a bit of a while ago. Here we go. Hap, says Duff.
Formula E.
Live.
E.
Not just once, but twice. Saturday and Sunday.
Wow, can't get enough of that Formula E.
Yeah, at least I think we booked weekend. I can't remember now.
Where are you watching this?
It's at the Excel, and they race around and through the Excel.
Wow.
Yeah. Which is fun, especially if it rains.
Through the Excel.
Because then you if it rains, like they have to go out onto the wet road, and then they come in with wet tires into the inside, like, just all over the
Smash
place.
through some Ideal Homes exhibitions or whatever's
incredible.
on that time.
Yeah.
We booked this. Well, bad news.
Set up in the corner and don't get in the way. All right. Yeah.
That's the sound of a car.
It's not the sound of a Formula E car because they're electric.
No.
Still. Yeah. So looking forward to that. Should
Sounds
be
good.
Still need to work out how we're getting there and stuff like that, but that's easy mode.
Nap. Someone drove into the back of my car, says Keris, and my neck is still not great. Unhappy robot face.
We talked about this a bit last week while you were sleeping, Keris, because she went to sleep at like 6 o'clock last Monday night.
And Nap from Ellie, tweaking my back and hurting when I move. And I slept badly somehow, and now I've got a bad neck, which means I can't look right very well, which is really important when you're driving.
Good job I'm not sitting on that side of you then, isn't it?
I just can't. I need to go. I've got LARP this week, and I need to drive to it. So I really need to get rid of this fucking.
I've got LARP this week, and I need to look right.
I need to be able to look right while I'm driving.
What if somebody with a wooden sword comes at me from the right-hand side?
Yes. Fucking hell. Yes. So I'm with you. People are getting driven into lots of injuries.
Yeah, but the most important thing is the car has been repaired.
Oh, it has?
And it's back now, yes. Yeah, that's all good.
Thank God for that.
I drove it here tonight. It's sitting outside. Somebody's probably crashed into it, parked there, and we'll have to get rid of it again.
Sounds like something that would happen here.
But usual stuff.
Nap, said Joe. Forgot my raincoat today. It rained.
That is Nap.
That is Nap.
That's like a
you got rained on.
Fundamental Nap.
Bad.
Yeah. That's piss poor planning, Joe, and you know it is.
I always take a little umbrella with me wherever I go, and it goes in my little bag. I'm never without it.
I have one of those things now. I'm in the process of building up that repertoire. so that I can take my little umbrella in my little bag. But I don't have a little bag, so I've taken my umbrella 100% of the places I've gone since I've owned the umbrella, and that is a stat you can take to the bank.
You need to get yourself a little bag.
I do. I need to get myself like a little side bag.
Oh yeah, well, like because I've got that kind of similar.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Mm.
But I don't really know. I've only ever used backpacks, and I don't think backpack works for me anymore. Pulls my t-shirt.
Well, I recommend one like exactly like mine. Cause
Yeah.
it's blue,
like a satchel.
like a satchel. Yeah,
messenger bag or whatever they call it.
yeah. I think messenger bag would be good.
Yeah.
Hap, says Keris, I went to Google London and gate crashed their award ceremony and enjoyed their free wine and margaritas. That is Hap.
Yeah, thoroughly gate crashed. She wasn't supposed to go to the award ceremony.
And someone's like, "Come in."
And she was like, "Okay, sure, I will do that."
I remember one time I went to see my mate, who I haven't seen since, and there's probably a reason for this. And we went to see his. He worked for, at the time, PricewaterhouseCoopers, which is a big accountancy firm in London, and they do a pantomime is the word I'm looking for. They do a pantomime every year, and loads of people come to the local area and they give out free tickets, and it's a big kind of charitable thing which they all do. So the people get involved in it and they put on the thing. And we went to see it one year, and then they said, "Come back to PricewaterhouseCoopers for the after show," and we're like, "Yeah, we will." And there's just like wine everywhere, and they keep giving us wine. Have some more wine. Have some more wine. And then we all got a little bit drunk, and I knocked some wine over. And then my friend was like, "So anyway, I think it's probably time we went." We were like, "Yes, I think it is." And we never got invited back again.
That's a sad bit.
Well, I mean,
You always want to be invited.
I
where
mean, we
there's free
could go.
wine.
I don't really see the guy anymore. He's a great guy, though. Maybe I should message him and see how he's doing.
Yeah, only for the freebies.
Yeah, I'll wait until he's in the thing again. I'll say, "Are you in a?" I don't think. I honestly don't think he was just like we fell out or anything. It wasn't like a massive falling out. It was,
Alex always spilling wine.
yeah.
Nap says Scottish Soul, because I've already forgotten the name again.
No.
It's been 17 degrees in Skye, and I've been sweating balls.
Is 17 degrees a lot? That doesn't seem that hot.
It is not. No. For your scale, that would be t-shirt.
Yeah, that feels like a t-shirt. It feels like I could wear this in 17 degrees.
You definitely could. Yeah.
Yeah.
17 degrees is not hot. What's
Over
wrong
the
with
sea to
British
Skye.
people, honestly?
No.
Where is Skye anyway? I mean, I know Scotland.
I know a song
don't treat
about
me
it.
like a moron. But
It's-
what part of Scotland?
I think it's east. It's an island east of Scotland.
Oh. Well,
There's a board game called Isle of Skye, I think, which I've never played. Great
I don't
story.
really trust anything that calls itself the Isle of anything, though, because I'm like, are you really an island?
I think it's an island.
or
I'm
are
pretty...
you just Thanet? Because you're not really an island.
We'll find out by the time we get to the new messages.
By the
been
time we
promised
get
them.
back to the bottom, yeah. You could be saying hilarious things. We're still up the top.
Yeah.
Brigham Young. His nose is a clitoris. His villagers should. Hap. Spent the weekend with an excellent dog, says
Oh,
Jen.
really? What dog was that? Tell us more. Because we love dogs here. Well,
all
you
the
mainly
details required for the dogs and the loving. And I will also say that how long have we got into this? Half an hour, and I haven't even mentioned it. It's Positivity Month / 3 weeks, because we didn't do one at the beginning.
do. Yeah.
And that means that I have to be nice about dogs and love on dogs for the whole month of July. And if I don't, every time that I am negative about dogs, I must donate £1 to the Mountain Dog Rescue Charity, which I wrote down last week.
Nobody should be mounting dogs. That's contravening Rule 1.
It is very much against Rule 1, yeah.
No, don't mount a dog.
I can't remember the
Unless you're a
website.
dog. That's acceptable.
If you just search Mountain Rescue Dogs England, you'll find it. It's like the only charity. And if you would like to also help the cause, I know some of you have already, you can donate at the link that's right in the bottom corner there, over down by Alex, co-fee.com/JezXEverything. All of the money that goes there this month will be going to the Mountain Rescue Dogs charity, as well as all of my transgressions, £1 at a time as well. But so far,
So good.
so good.
We'll see.
It's been very easy because I love dogs, and everyone knows I love dogs.
Think-
And there isn't any piece of evidence out there that would ever suggest that I don't love dogs.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
I was thinking of writing a little quiz about dogs, but I didn't. But maybe I will.
That's a shame, because that would be delightful.
It will.
Well, speaking of dogs, there's one outside.
Hark! The merry sound of a dog is outside, barking its little head off, probably wagging its merry little tail.
Definitely want some kind of pizza or attention in some kind of way, I am sure, as dogs do.
Man bag. People are shouting man bag. It's just a bag.
Man bag. Man bag. Anyway, more details on the dog. You may have given them already, but we'll get to that in a moment. Nap, says Keris, I'll be solo parenting with a hangover whilst you go to Formula
Why
E.
will she have a hangover?
She has a
Is that
work
end of term?
a work end of term thing on Friday night. Yeah.
It's LARP this Friday.
Is it?
Yeah. Otherwise, I would be in Folkestone finding out where that hangover is taking place.
It's at the school. Yeah. Right, let's see. Near Balamory. That doesn't help me, Harmstone. Try again. That doesn't really...
Oh, that happy
really
sound of the dog.
Who could be negative about dogs? I think you're not legally obligated to be nice about dogs, so you could be negative about dogs.
Fuck dogs.
If you choose.
I put dogs in the sea, in fact, and I stand by that shit.
Speaking of which, one of the donations received to the Mountain Rescue Dogs, massive donation,
Really?
from Will. He donated £50 to the charity with the caption or message with it, "Dogs out of the sea." And now, obviously, I feel like we are obligated, nay, duty bound, to take dogs from the sea.
Well, maybe you feel that way.
Bring them back to land.
But because it's something you feel very strongly about. As someone that put the dogs in the sea in the first place, I don't think I give a shit about whether Will gave money to your...
It's not very positive, Alex.
No, well, I'm not having to be positive, so I don't really give a shit. In fact, it was 50 quid that put it in the last time. I think we need to escalate this, if anything, to get him out, to get my attention.
It was an identical amount, I will give you that.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I like this idea at all. Well, maybe if we get in the sea, we can review it. But at the moment,
So what you're saying is we can't be bought?
I can't be bought. Maybe you can be bought.
I can definitely be bought,
Yeah.
Keep trying to buy me.
If I was bought specifically, I mean, bought is in my surname.
I was
it's
going
the
to
first
say, the clue
part.
is in the name.
Yeah, the clue is in it. I can be bought.
Yeah.
I'm frequently bought. In fact, I'm bought all the time.
But not in this instance.
No. Well, I'm not being bought. The dogs are being bought. Anyway. Dachshund poodle crossbreed named Kevin because he sometimes gets left home alone. Kevin is the name of the overcooked dog. There's an overcooked dog?
Yeah. So
dogs are in everything, for fuck's sake.
In Overcooked, when you go and see the Onion, King Onion, who's in charge of the realm, I don't know what it's called. In the first one, he warns you about the giant, spaghetti-looking monster that wants to be fed, and the Onion, in his infinite wisdom, goes, "Oh, let's give him some salad. That'll satiate him." And then when the monster's like, "No, fuck off, I want real food," he turns to us and says, "Yeah, it's because you're shit at cooking. You should go and learn how to cook, so that when we fight the monster again, he won't be like, you guys are shit." And we're like, "I don't think it's because we're shit. I think it's because you tried to give him salad, and salads are bullshit." Like, "No, it's definitely because you're shit at cooking. Fuck off, otherwise there's no game to play." I'm like, "All right, fine, we'll go do that." That's the first Overcooked. And then the second Overcooked, the unbred are attacking, and you have to feed them for some reason, so that they don't.
The unbred.
So they don't break down the walls of Jericho.
Break the walls down.
Yeah, the unbred, and there's a few of them dotting around the
Things
map.
that aren't bred.
And you can run them over, and they go boink. It's fun, a lot of fun. But yes, when you go in to see King Onion on a separate,
I think I'm having
equally
a stroke.
important throne, is Kevin the dog, and he gives the valuable contribution every time of "Roo!" And that's pretty much all he says.
No.
And the Onion tells him to shut up. He's a bit rude.
As he rightfully should do.
Yeah, it's rude, really. But Overcooked is a fantastic.
I've never played it.
Game.
I just think it's I just don't think I can ever play it. I think it will be a bad thing for me and Aletha to play.
Oh, I don't think you and Aletha should play it. No. You should come and play it with me and Karis, as long as you're happy to be called a cunt and told to fuck off and just say, put it fucking down! Put the fucking plate down!
It sounds like my worst experience. That's not why I play games.
It's not relaxing in any way, shape or form. Karis finds it relaxing. I don't, but I play it so that she can relax.
Karis finds it relaxing?
Yeah, even when I'm telling her to shut the fuck up and just put the fucking lettuce on the chopping board. Still
No.
Still, she enjoys it.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Everyone has a price.
Was that
$1 million
Angela?
Man.
Shrieky. When did? No, she's sleeping at the moment. She's sleeping. Oh shit! I think I woke her up.
Oh, Fire Bite now. Best viewers on. Still don't know.
Firebite HQ. Tell us where the best
Where
viewers.
are the best
where are the
viewers?
best viewers? Let us know.
Stop teasing us, you bastards.
Best viewers on. ...
Yeah. Kevin levels are the best. The Kevils. Yes.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's just nonsense.
It's not.
It's ridiculous.
How can anything with a dog in it be nonsense? Come on now.
I think we should find a game with a dog in and play it on stream. That would be good.
Okay.
I
mean, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, I tried to search for some, but
Dogs are everywhere.
I couldn't find it. It's not relaxing, but it does make time vanish into a haze of why is the floor lava?
Yeah. In case it wasn't hard enough to just make the dishes and not burn them and serve them, there are some levels that you're surrounded by lava and the floor just disappears while you're stood on it and you fall in the lava. And if you happen to be holding like a plate of food that you've just painstakingly made and it falls in the lava, fuck you, it's gone. That's the end of that. Make it again.
This sounds like a really annoying game.
It is, yeah, but in the best possible way. Yeah, some of the best things in this world are annoying as fuck.
Fable 3 has a dog, I think.
It's not a fantasy game though.
Fallout, yeah, it is.
Yeah, not interested.
Fallout has a dog as well that wanders around, but it's not predominantly about the dog. The dog just is your companion. I want a thing where you play a dog potentially. You wander around. Fable 2 has a dog.
They didn't make one like that, did they? They made a cat one, Stray, and that was you were a cat and you're wandering around and you have to solve things as a cat. I don't think they made a dog one. Yeah, I think all the like dog games are like Animal Rescue and things like that. They're made for small preteen girls, really.
Yeah. Well, if we can
as
find
a small preteen girl, I'm all for it.
If you have a suggestion for a dog-based game, let us know. Which isn't just a game which has a dog in it, but a good dog game to play. Maybe we can find one.
The more dog-centered it is, the better. I mean, lots of games just have dogs in them.
Yeah.
I think it's essential we're able to pet the dog. That's
we all pat the dog. Do you ever sing that song?
I have not heard that.
The farmer's in his den. Well, that's the end of it. I don't want to give it away. The farmer's in his den.
Right.
The farmer's in his den.
You said that already.
E-I, tiddly-I, the farmer's in his den.
Okay.
Do you know this?
I don't know.
No.
And I'm also confused by E-I, tiddly-I.
It's how it goes.
So
it's a little song you sing in primary school playgrounds. When you're a student, not like you don't go around there as an adult and sing it.
It is not.
And then the farmer wants a wife.
Right.
The farmer wants a wife.
Okay, that makes sense.
E-I, tiddly-I, the farmer wants a wife.
Okay.
It's actually a game you play. So like, first one person is designated as the farmer, and then they grab someone who's going to be like the wife.
This is getting sinister.
And they kind of become.
Get over here! I'm going to fucking murder you.
Then the wife
says no.
Wants a child. I think the wife wants a child. It goes in like this, and then they grab another kid to be the child. Then the child wants a dog. The dog wants.
Is this like a shit version of like there once was a woman who swallowed a fly?
It's like a cumulative playground game for kids. Well, one person starts out as the farmer. Then you rope someone else in, and there's a group of people standing around. They're all kids. They're all children. And one person becomes the wife. The wife then picks someone to be the child. The child then picks someone to be the dog, and they wander up and be the dog. And then the dog wants a bone. The dog wants a bone. Of course it
wants a bone.
E-I, tiddly-I.
E-I, tiddly-I.
The dog wants a bone.
Yeah.
And then someone becomes the bone. So you have to get someone to be the bone. We all pat the dog. We all pat the dog. Am I the only one that knows this? Tamsin, come on. We all pat the dog. Then for some reason we all pat the bone as well. It's kind of stupid. It's so funny.
This is not school appropriate. Patting bones and
we all pat the bone.
Forcing
I think that
women
wasn't
to
part of it.
marry
I think that
farmers
was
and impregnating them against their will.
They seem quite happy about it.
This is a very sinister game. No wonder it is probably banned.
I don't think they ever banned the farmers in his den. I think is what it's called. I remember that from the Brownies. Oh yeah. There's a bunch of pet shelter games where you look after the dogs and get them adopted.
It's not really what we're looking for.
No. Still haven't found what I'm looking for.
What kind of game I would be interested in?
Yes.
Is, if you got to be a dog, and maybe you are at an animal shelter or something like that, and you just get to cause fucking chaos. You're like, I'm gonna just, go and piss on this. There's a pizza on the counter. I'm just gonna have a slice of that. It's not for me, but I'm having it anyway. Classic dog stuff. Just dogs stealing pizza, pissing on things,
right now.
and getting pets and stuff. I guess. What else do dogs do?
Eat food, go for walks,
shit on the floor. That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shit on the floor and then demand the human picks it up. Classic dog.
You're definitely a classic dog.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? By the way, I think we might be done with this segment.
Okay.
Do you have a dog that you think is dog?
Yeah.
So can I ask you a question?
I think you already did, but carry on.
Is this the dog that you think is Anatol?
So slick.
Is this dog Anatov?
So professional. There's me just with it. This one? Is this the dog that you think is Anatov?
Now, I know I'm supposed to be being positive here, but that is an ugly ass fucking dog, isn't it? There is no possible way that I think that looks like Anatol.
No.
Because that dog looks like it's been hit with a fucking frying pan.
Yes.
And is that negative?
Maybe. It's for
not
these people to decide.
It's not necessarily anti-dog, it's anti-this dog. I mean, look at that fucking thing.
Yeah. I find it hard to look at it directly.
Yeah. Much is the problem with looking at ugly things.
This is not the dog that you mistake for Anatol.
No. It might be the dog that I mistake for Anatov's vomit, but it is definitely not the dog I mistake for Anatov.
That dog's not Anatov.
I think we should play a game of dog or not. Ooh.
Dog or not?
That's a good idea. We could have that for next week.
Okay, dog or not. I was wondering if we should
cock
do
or ball, but it's like zoomed in on something. Is it a dog or is it not?
We give you names of dog breeds or not.
Oh hell, if you want to do that, I'm totally down for that too. Because I'm an expert on dogs. I know all of the dogs, and I'll be able to get 100% on this. It's like an easy game for me.
I thought maybe we could do drinkity drink, but it'd be like doggity dog or something like that.
Sounds dirty.
I really don't. It does, doesn't it? Doggity dog, doggity dog, doggity dog, doggity dog. See, we can just take that bit and then just like repeat it a couple of times, and then put a little ruff at the end of it instead of a burp.
Oh, get a dog to burp.
Yeah. Well, they're not here yet, but maybe we'll have a game next week.
Sure. And nobody's calling me out for being negative,
No,
so
brilliant.
clearly that's, my wallet stays in my pocket.
Why
Excellent.
don't I show you something, see what you think of that piece of paper that Aletha left for you?
Okay.
You can do that now.
You want me to look at it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Would you like to preamble this?
Yeah, Aletha found something that was advertised in a magazine she was reading to do with dogs, and she thought, because it's so good, that that you should give your opinion on it.
Okay.
So you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
No.
Are you trying to cost me money? Is this what's happening?
Maybe. I don't know. It was realistic, not negative. It was an ugly dog. Fair enough.
Big time. There are non-ugly dogs. That was an ugly dog.
Yeah. Buongiorno.
Do fuck off. Seriously? Now listen.
Do you want me to show it to them
Yes, please.
while you talk?
Even I, as the greatest advocate and lover of dogs, what the fuck? Why the dogs don't need fucking spag bol or whatever the fuck this is? Why are you making bespoke food for a dog? It doesn't know the fucking difference. It'll lick its own balls. It doesn't give a fuck if you've cooked it in ragu, you bellends. Just fucking give it dog food and stop fucking around. Even dogs look at this and go, what the fuck is this?
Honestly, there's no reason for dogs to have human food. They can just have dog food.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
This is what I said to Aletha. I think she got it in the Ocado magazine.
That wasn't negative. Was that negative?
I don't think so. I think dogs £20. I think dogs should eat their own dog food. They don't need special human food looking. This is just big dog food trying to get some money out. It's just like, do you know what?
Is this a paper rant situation? It is. Every time I am negative about dogs, it costs me £1. And have you, the people, decreed that I have been negative about dogs? I don't think I have, but
This is the thing,
the
right?
people may speak.
Dogs, I don't say dog food is £2 a can or something like that. That'll probably be like £8 a can. And it's like, we can make money out of gullible dog owners who would have been happy to eat Mr. Frisk or whatever the fuck they sell anymore. Or Mr. Dog, or, you know,
Pedigree chum
or something basic. And now they're like, but dog owners might want to spend more money on stuff that's like real food. Because why shouldn't their dogs also have spag bowl?
Thing is, though, this was from the Ocado magazine, so I'm not surprised that this level of flouncy bullshit exists in an Ocado magazine.
Mr. Frisk, question. I don't know where it came from. I think Mr. Frisk was actually the winner of the Grand National in like 1992 or something. So, in fact,
Right.
I've got to look that up now.
It has been decided that is a nega dog quid, as I have written on the bottom of this. Nega
Mr.
dog
Frisk.
quid.
Mr.
Standard-
Frisk Grand National 1990. Oh, shit me, what'd I say? 92.
I don't know. I wasn't.
Fuck
listening.
me, that's amazing. What stupid fucking Grand National knowledge that is. I think if there was someone horsey in here, they'd care about that sort of shit. But I'm on my own, just really impressed. So
More than £1? No, it's per instance, and that was one instance.
fair enough. So that piece of paper was worth.
It's got
It's
it's got a
paid
quid
for it.
out of me for the
Yeah.
mountain rescue dogs. Yeah. Standard Dom jumps in with an essay.
Cat food, and I assume the same is true for dog food, has to straddle the line between things that animals want and what their humans want to spend money on. There are lots of things that people will choose, e.g. rabbit, for their cats that they don't really like. So they have to put the minimum viable amount of rabbit to put it on the tin.
Yes, dog food and cat food and any animal food that they sell at supermarkets has to also be safe for human consumption legally. Because,
Does it?
Yes, because otherwise, because humans eat it because they're fucking stupid.
I've just got to get another pen.
Yeah, I mean citation needed, but I've definitely read that somewhere. Yeah, and I've said it with conviction, so it must be true. Yeah, and yeah, what was that you said? People will choose rabbit. It's like, yeah, when I go to the supermarket, and I'm looking for food for my cat. The dog was busy that day, so I couldn't get food for him. I look at the different meats, and I'm like, which meat would my cat like, and which one won't smell like rancid ass when I pour it into the bowl? And the answer is none of them. They all smell like rancid ass. And sometimes I can't tell the difference as to whether I've just put some food in the cat bowl or whether they've just done a massive shit in the litter tray. Like when I'm sitting in the living room and that smell wafts through, I can't tell which one I've done, fed them, or they've gone for a shit. And that really tells you the standard of animal food. Really,
Which
doesn't it?
meat would my cat like? Oh, it's the cheapest one again. What a shock. Do you know, Matt Moat would look after, when he left home and, you know, moved out and all that sort of shit, occasionally his parents would like get him to look after their, you're just scrumpling out. Occasionally his parents would get him to look after the cats. And they were like, the cat, we get like these Whiskers selection packs basically, but the cat likes these ones, but it doesn't like, say, the chicken one or whatever.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Never eats that one.
Cats
so
are fussy as fuck.
and Matt Moat was like, no, I'll eat whatever I put down for it, basically. And it's like, no, and the mum's like being mums and like, make sure you do this the right way, and you put things out for it right, and it won't have this one. See you later. They go on holiday. And he's like, there, everything I put down. Just every time it's just like, that's the one you're having. That's the one you're having. Goes in, turns off the alarm, puts the stuff in it, turns the back of the alarm, goes off again. You know, that's what, doesn't give a shit. Just eats whatever, no matter what the parents have said.
I mean, there is a sense that if all you give a cat or a dog or any animal is a certain food and then walk away, they'll either eat it or they'll go hungry. So
What confuses me with pet food is that, like, often I do this stuff with my brother, and it'd be like the wet packet, like, what do they get? They get a half each. There's 2 cats, and like, so you undo the package, you do squeeze out half, and then refill the bowl of dried kind of Cheerios, effectively.
biscuits.
Yeah, and when I get back later, they love the Sheba or whatever, Mrs. Cat or whatever it's called, I don't know. Felix, excuse me. But they like eat the center of the bowl of biscuity bits, and then they leave the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I come back and I'm like, well, I'm not going to fill it up again because you've still got some left. So I just give them a half of the Sheba each, and then rattle the bowl around with it, and they just like they'll eat them. And I'm like, no, I refuse to keep filling up the Whisker's dried bit because just eat it. I'm surprised if that were me and someone had left out food for me, I'd have just eaten it all.
You're a real cat taskmaster.
Yeah, like no.
This will not stand. You will eat all of the biscuits. You little shit.
You've written a poem for us, Dom. Shall I read the poem?
Go for it. Yeah.
They've given me cat food again.
Iambic pentameter.
It is not.
It's not very good.
Well, it might be.
Let's find
They've
out.
given me cat food again. No. The armpit of camel that died in the dunes in their sleep. What's that say? Cyril next door lives on pilchards. I've seen him eat lobster as well. And sometimes, oh heaven, he gets cream sent from Devon, while I get tin camel from hell.
That's the best line, the last line.
Good. Tinned camel from hell.
They've given me cat food again. Yeah, I think this is the second line that needs work.
It's hard to sometimes.
It's a bit too long.
Hard to read it when. Well, listen, you know.
The armpit of camel that died in the dunes in their sleep. It's a bit clunky, that one.
It goes a little bit deep at that point, and then it comes back, into a lovely rhyme.
The rest of it's short and punchy.
Love it.
But the second line needs some work. I'll leave it with you, Dom. I'm sure you can tidy that up a little bit.
Do you want to move on?
Yes, you have decreed that this segment is donezo. So where would you like to go? I must broach this again. I do really think we should go to Get in the Sea, and I really vehemently believe that we should take dogs out of the sea.
Let's go to the section we like to call Get in the Sea.
It's happening well.
Won't you come with me? Gonna eat it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea?
Will Hap. I mean, we're in the section, but that doesn't mean that we want to take these things out necessarily. So,
I mean, I do. That's been quite clear. That I definitely want to take dogs out of the sea. I think it's a donation made that is worthy, at least, of consideration.
I was very certain when I put dogs in the sea before.
Oh no, Dom's just noticed something.
What's that?
And I've never even thought about this before. Look at the caption that comes up when I play that sting.
Something's pissing us off, and it's about to take a one-way trip to water.
One way.
Oh shit! Get in the sea. It's one way or another.
Oh no.
I think you should update the graphic to show a dog in the sea. Like, it should just be the one that's leaping around in the first bit, and it's just like really glitchily kind of jumps around in the background.
Now, dogs can swim. They doggy paddle.
See, that's why the dogs are fine where they are.
Dogs like to go in the sea.
They love the sea.
Have you seen any of those videos where it's like owner just opens the door and the dog just darts at 1,000,000 fucking miles an hour as far as is possible to just leap full force into the sea? Have you seen any of those videos?
I have, and I've also seen my boss's dog who just like is really confused about the sea, and the sea comes at him like a wave, and it's like ruff, 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 doesn't really confuse, and then like backs off, and then chases the dog as the sea retreats.
Dogs love the sea,
and then tries to bite at the sea.
Certified Jez knows everything about dogs. Fact: dogs love the sea.
And then the sea comes back at the dog, and it's like, oh, okay, I'll bite at you a little bit. Tries to bite at the water and just doesn't succeed. It's quite amusing. It does say there takes a one-way trip to the water. I think most things do take a one-way trip, but we have been known to have an amnesty.
Yes, that's true.
Things have come out of the sea before.
They have.
How many times have dogs been in the sea before?
Dogs went in the sea previously. I had a lapse in judgment, and I put dogs in the sea historically.
And then Hannah bought them out.
Yes, during Positivity Month.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly positive, but positive to get them out.
And then I put them back in again.
Yes, flippantly, if I might add, just
Seviously
seviously on the sea.
Oh, Harmstead, I've got to talk to you about something in a minute. I just remembered something.
Yeah. So now they are in the sea. So they have been in the sea twice, come out once.
I feel like I should be staying very quiet right now. Because Joe has been in the sea.
As another living thing that has been in the sea and come out.
I kind of feel like to go in the sea is quite sort of like there's an honor to it, or there's like you're in a small group of people.
It's like the 1p club on Deal or No Deal. Nobody wants to, not win all the money and only win 1p. But at least you can say,
who did we put in the sea for real? Was Reese in the sea at one point?
Reese got put in the sea for real, yeah.
And he came out
after the aforementioned L2R2 incident. That's what got him in the sea.
Joe got put in the sea for being too sciencey.
Yeah, for being a sciencey prick was the exact terminology. Yeah. Harmstone also went in the sea
for being a cunt. No, wait, was it?
For just being Harmstone.
Yeah, for just being Harmstone.
Harmstone,
Joe, and
Reese.
Reese.
To clarify that, it's quite obvious.
And I tried to put Jaeger in, but we realised that retrospectively I wasn't able to.
Yes.
Objects can't get out. I think we might have fished out some things occasionally, but
yeah, we had an amnesty the other day, didn't we? And decided it. Oh no, we didn't have an amnesty. We had a sea visited and really hammered the point of why some of these things are staying in the sea. But we haven't had an amnesty in a while.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'll do you a deal. I'm not you. I'll do you a deal, Will. I think that £50 is an incredible donation, and we should take dogs out of the sea. But I think if something comes out of the sea, another animal must replace it. I think that's fair. So I think, Will,
a quid pro quo.
Yes, quid pro quo. Will, if you suggest something to put in the sea, then we'll replace it and we'll bring it out of it, because that amuses me.
Like Will, for example.
Oh, if Will wants to go in the sea, rats are shit. I tell you what, Will, if you put yourself in the sea willingly, if you sacrifice, I mean, he's done quite a lot in fairness. I want to see how far I'll go. Will, if you put yourself in the sea, I'll take dogs out of the sea. I mean, you've already paid so much. This is obviously quite a lot of fun for us to take the piss with. Like the greatest donator to the entire of the stream, we're fucking with him for no reason. I have
been satiated.
Yes, that's true. I probably have been as well. Vote no. Vote no on Proposition Will.
Oh, well, maybe he doesn't want it enough.
Maybe not.
It's one thing to throw your money at something, but, you have to put your mouth where your money is sometimes. Well,
maybe. Listen.
I mean, no one likes rats. No one likes crows.
No one's gonna let Will go in the sea.
No,
the people will speak. Ellie's already spoken.
Nay.
Do you know what?
Is that a vote for horses?
I don't like rats. I'll take rats. Me, Reese, Joe, Until Dawn, Pool Noodles. Are these things that have come out? Uber Eats, Dogs, and Sean Paul have all come out.
How the fuck did Sean Paul get out?
How did he get out? And locked. Hold on. No, wait. We got to do one thing at a time. Understand? I remember how Until Dawn came out. It was Amnesty, and I really pushed for it because, it was one of the only things I could remember.
Yeah.
I got your horse right here, Ches. That sounds a bit sexy, frankly.
Very dirty.
I got your horse right here. I just don't know I can't imagine it. I'm guessing seagulls are already there. I think we put them in last week.
Yeah, I think we did that very recently.
Pool Noodles. Did they come out? What was the... Uber Eats came out? You never would have let that happen.
Oh, no, I like Uber Eats. It's Just Eat that I don't like.
Oh, okay.
And they'll still be in the sea.
Dogs and Sean Paul. Bit of bang.
Sean Paul made a fireball and you were impressed. That doesn't sound like me. That's Pitbull.
I know, right? Which is why it can't be Sean
I've
Paul.
never put Pitbull
Fireball.
in the breed of dog or the rapper.
Let's take these things in order. And don't forget that because we're in the segment called Get in the Sea, if you've got a suggestion for something that wants to go in the sea, let us know because we'll probably put it in. Yeah. All right, do you know what? Tough guy, 50 quid. Cash on the barrelhead. Will, you've paid a lot of money to a very good cause. Dogs have been brought out of the sea.
Jesus.
Unsploosh.
It's happening. Can we unsploosh? Let's have a look. It looked like they went in again, but...
They didn't. That was them leaping out.
Yeah.
Ruff!
There we go. For the second time, an unprecedented second time.
Will,
the dogs
very
are back
generous,
out of the sea.
very generous. And Let the word go forth from this time and place.
That Will is now in the sea.
Will is now in the sea.
Is that what happened?
No,
Is that the deal
I
you
won't
made?
put Will. I'll put rats in the sea instead.
Oh. I mean, no one likes rats. It's not
fuck
really Okay, rats in the sea, I guess.
Yeah, fucking rats.
Without rats, Alex, we'd never have had a plague. You know that, right?
I know, a bit too late for that. Also, the Great Fire of London was, I think, the same year, and if we'd have had if that had been put in the sea,
Yeah.
wouldn't have burnt anything.
We probably should have had a Great Fire of London during COVID. That would have fixed everything, wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
it? Well, like history suggests, whenever there's a pandemic, you just got to have a big fire, and that will fix everything.
Sean Paul came out in episode 161 because Alex admitted he was Sean Paul.
Oh, so it was a loophole then.
Bounce with this girl. Oh yeah, I am Sean Paul.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was a bit like when we realised Randy is Lord in
I'm Lord.
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 I think I realised. I think you said you have to. Can you admit here that you are Sean Paul? I remember now. Thank you,
There you go, then.
Armstone.
Yeah.
Bada bang! Come on, turn the radio on. That's Cheap Thrills, which is a song that Joe loves
Yeah.
more than the National.
Dogs are out of the sea.
Dogs are out of the sea, and I don't think they should go in again for a long while. I think we have to. You can't. I can't just put them back in again next week.
No, you're right. You can't put them
Let's
back
give
in.
it a year on this.
Yeah, they're out of the sea, but as Kara says, if they happen to jump in again of their own accord, then that's their doing, yes. I don't think you can actually keep a dog out of the sea. They
No,
fucking love the sea, the dogs. Yeah.
never more than the National. Okay, so it goes the National, Seer, and that's it. Get in the Seer. It's a new segment.
I mean, this sounds pretty...
Yeah, I'd be
dirty
up for
as
it.
well.
Dogs have immunity for a year. Yeah.
No, let's not say things we can't take back.
I like saying it. I mean, listen, remember, you must love this idea. The decisions that got made during Positivity Month. Plus, I don't know how much comedy there will be and put them in within it, and we'll see how it goes. And if we contravene this, I don't give a fuck.
Stop saying things.
No, let us relentlessly say things. Okay, fuck that. Rats in, dogs out.
That sounded a little negative, Jez. No, I don't think so. Remember, it's not general negativity. It's, anti-dog negativity. So, there you go. You need to cite the negativity against dogs. Fed, watered, bathed. And that's just your partner. Now partner's sorting the kiddos' turn because I'm all tucked up in bed. Fuckers!
So you're sitting there in bed, presumably with your phone, watching this. Let's read you a little story to sleep.
Ram that shit on the TV. Our faces need to be up in lights.
Time to relax. It's Don't Get Me Started. Close your eyes, you and Keris. Listen to the dulcet tones of my voice. That's right. I could be on one of those things. This has happened before.
It has, yeah.
Yeah.
You seemed to suggest you might want to put dogs in the sea within the year. Sounds negative to me. All right. I mean, this is coming out of your wallet, Karis, so...
It's fair enough. You did sound like I was all there saying, let's put some legal aspects on this, and you seem to want to hold me back from that.
There's another pound.
Go to sleep, Scottish soul.
I mean, if you want Karis to sleep, you just need to pretend to be a Formula 1 car. That's it, she's gone.
That sounds like Adam and the Ants, Prince Charming.
I was playing retro games with Hannah the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And we played an old as fuck Formula 1 game. And even that was putting Karis to sleep. Like, she just can't hear the sound of cars without falling asleep.
I would just like you all to know that I have eaten an entire 5-ounce bag of pork rinds while watching this stream.
Are pork rinds pork scratchings?
I think so. 5 ounce, is that like...
Yeah, we don't speak American. What's 5 ounce?
I know, speak Americano.
What's a pork rind? How much is 5 ounces? 141 grams. Yeah, that's like the standard pork scratching size bag, isn't it?
Americano.
141 grams.
I'm not a fan of pork rinds, if that's pork scratchings.
I love pork scratchings, but only when I'm...
Ooh, I like that. It's such and such, and you like that. Ooh.
You like that?
Yeah,
I love a pork scratching, especially when I'm like drinking cider, or some kind of, acidy drink like that. Do like a pork scratching.
Bam.
I think that's the same thing as pork rinds, Ellie. We call them pork scratchings. It's a stupid name, I'll grant you, but that's what we call them.
Some cunt we know really, really, really loves pork scratchings.
I mean, lots of cunts we know like pork scratchings.
It's one particular cunt that we know.
Is it me?
No. Well, it is. That's not who I was thinking of. If only there was some sort of notification we had of which cunt it was.
I see what you're saying.
That loves pork scratchings.
So what you're saying is only cunts whose name are up in lava like pork scratchings.
Correct.
Like this one.
Ah, yes, that's true. Yes, Duncan loves pork scratchings. But while we're on that note, Duncan is a cunt. I was talking to him the other day. He sent me a picture of that the other day. And he was like, this is so funny, he said. And I'm like, yes, it gets mentioned a lot. He just does not. He doesn't know how much we bring that shit up. Ah, dear. If you'd like your name up like that, why don't you go on to Minecraft and draw it?
Now, can you? Because there's like...
No, but someone could.
But you could just do it in a normal Minecraft thing.
The bones of Will still floating to the top of the U.
Can confirm, says Harmstone Google. Rinds are scratchings. There we go. Yeah, I do like a pork scratching.
Well, it sounds like we don't have anything else to put in the sea.
No, well, I think the mission was accomplished by
Mission
Will.
accomplished.
There, really.
Well done, Will, and thank you very much for very kind money. There's a lot of donations coming from Will. Very much appreciate it.
Both to us and to
us and to
the
dogs.
charities that we support.
So. It was a hard sell for me to be like, I don't think we should do this in the face of such a kind donator.
I think give yourself some credit. You gave it a good try.
I gave it a good go.
You were especially cunty for that moment. Oh yeah, Harmstone said Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, what's wrong with Facebook Marketplace?
It's full of cunts, isn't it?
I mean, no more than Facebook itself, but I mean, Facebook Marketplace can yeet. I bought something off Facebook Marketplace.
Yeet.
And it was fine. I mean, I don't have a particular problem. Is there something that's happening on it?
I think it's all marketplaces that allow people to use them are probably the problem.
People
because people are the problem.
I believe the people are the problem. You go on there and someone, say you want to buy, like, I don't know, a crib for your dog, because for some reason they sleep in a crib. And it's like you go there and it's like 30 quid. And it's like in Herne Bay, and you have to drive across and get it.
It makes sense that you would have a crib for your dog, because your dog is your baby, and babies sleep in cribs. So.
What's the lowest you'll take? I tried to sell the iPhone on there last week, and people were relentless dickheads. What's the lowest you'll take? That's normally what people say. I mean, when you try and negotiate your phone bill, your mobile phone bill, a lot of the time people, say, listen, let's just cut to it. What's the lowest you'll take? So I do kind of get that that's like a standard response. But if you've already gone out of your way to say, listen, this is what I want for it, when they say, what's the lowest you'll take, you'd be like,
tell me what you want.
What you really, really want. Do you think that's your favourite Spice Girls song? Wannabe. Only put you on the spot there.
I don't think it is, no.
Because I'm a big fan of Spice Up Your Life.
I do like that one.
I think Spice Up Your Life is a really good one.
What's the other really punchy one? Oh, I've forgotten it.
It might... See... To become one...
that's too slow. I don't like that one. There's another one.
Stop right now.
Yeah, that's the
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
is Stop, isn't it?
That's the best one. Yeah.
Stop. Spice Up Your Life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. Stop. The fucking a lot of people... Stop. Just stop.
Right.
It's just an instruction.
Calm down. We're only talking about the Spice Girls.
Collaborate and listen.
Serious.
That was like 30 people. What's the lowest you'll go? What's the lowest you'll go? What's the lowest you'll go? How low will you go?
Just edit your description and say, the lowest I will go is the number that I have listed this product for, you twats.
I've told this story before, so I'll make it really quick, but I once bought something off of Facebook Marketplace. So you just applauding the fact that I might make it as slow as...
Was that not the whole story?
No.
I thought that was the whole thing.
Yeah, no.
Sorry.
But you will recall this, probably recall it, and everyone will really, but it's when I wanted to get a little mini fridge to go under the mini bit, And
wasn't a fridge.
It was a fridge. It was a fridge. That's it. But the thing that is when I said to the woman, I will buy it, and it was £30, then she...
Oh, yeah, the one in... was it
Herne Bay. That's why I meant. It's strange. Yeah, it was from Herne Bay, which is why it came up earlier. But essentially, she went... I said, I think it's for 30 quid. She's like, yes. I said, I'd like to buy it. And she went, okay. Where are you? I said, I'm in Folkestone. I'm at work. But as soon as work is over, I will drive the 45 minutes to Herne Bay. And she went, are you going to come up after work? I said, yes, I'm going to come up. It's as good as done. I'll come up 30 quid. No problems. But I've got to get to work. I'm at work. And she had a real struggle with this because she messaged me later, like, you still definitely coming up? I said, I am definitely coming up. I don't know how much plainer I can put it. I'm definitely coming up.
I'm coming up. So you better
I'm
get this
coming up.
Oh, different.
Get your fridge to know. You're going to let it go.
Songs.
What was it? I'm coming up.
Do you need to shut that window? It is now pissing down heavily. You don't have to. I just thought might be a good idea.
I'm closing down.
It's closing down the window.
I want the world to know. Yeah, and then what do you mean work? I know she didn't work.
It's a good question.
She sustained only on selling fridges she had, and then partway through the day, she then sent me a message saying, yeah, so someone that lives near me wants to buy it.
Oh, wow, that is rain.
But wants to buy it for £50, they said. So she's like, we've got an agreement for the £30, she said, but feeling that she might have undersold it and feeling she wants to scrape a bit more money out, she's like, somebody near me wants to buy it, and they've said they'll pay 50 quid for it, and they live in Herne Bay. I went, that's a bit of luck. And she went, but if you're willing to go up from 30 to 50, I'll hold it for you. Which, by the way, is bullshit, right? I mean, we'll work that one out. Is that she's like, this fictitious person that she wants to sell it to, she's like, and also I know that they're here and you're down in Folkestone. And I'm like, I'm going to come up, blah, blah, blah. But yes, they're like, if you will pay 50 quid...
I travel is largely irrelevant to you, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going anywhere. I'm the one that's working, remember?
You get to stay in your house.
You're just staying where you are. Someone else closer is coming for it. No, they aren't. And so she said, will you pay 50 quid? Because they think I'm locked in and 20 quid is nothing more. So I thought, no, this is bollocks. So I said, that's okay. You've got a good deal there. I'll just get another one for 30 quid some other time. You can sell it to them. And then there was a long pause in the conversation where it's like, okay, you can buy it for 30 quid. And I was like, okay then, I'll see you after work. And then I didn't go. No, just kidding. I did go. That would have been funnier in many respects. I didn't go. I live in Folkestone, you idiot. No, so I went up and got it. And I was like, hey, great, there's the 30 quid. And she was like, through gritted teeth, gave me the fucking thing. Just like, no. Call you on your bullshit. So in that regard, Facebook Marketplace is shit. But it was only, it
is a lawless land.
I sold some stuff on
cunts.
it. I sold some bookcases, and I said they should be 30 quid, which was decent. Everything's 30 quid. And she came around, picked them up and took them. She was really happy. So that was a good exchange, but mainly because I was cool and they were cool. So I guess it depends.
I've never actually succeeded in selling anything on Facebook Marketplace. I put things up there and people just haven't been interested. Oh, that's not true. I did sell a washing machine and a dishwasher on there once. I lied. Told a big fucking lie.
Yeah, there's a bloke who agreed a price with me on Facebook. And then I drove down. He tried bullshitting with me and knocking £600 off the price. What? You're selling it and you drove to them. But so basically that's it. You get there and then they're like, oh, but now I've got you here. Let's start the real negotiation. It's like, no, I said it would be this amount.
Yeah. I bought a car radio in New Romney, said Jim Bindar. They wanted 30. I said 20. They said now. I said okay. They said okay 20.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, that's just standard negotiation. Yeah.
Someone, says Becky, tried giving me £20 for an item when we agreed on £50. I called them back to the door and they were like, oops, the rest is in my pocket. Do you know what? This is more about the cunts than Facebook Marketplace itself.
It's just cunts.
Can we just say... They said no. I said okay. They said okay, 20 quid. It was yes. Maybe it's cunts who think they can get away with this fucking shit on Facebook Marketplace.
I think that's a more specific and totally reasonable thing.
Cunts who think they can get away with this shit on fucking Facebook Marketplace. Get them. There we are. We got there. We got there in the end.
Yeah, I didn't want him knowing where I lived, and didn't want him going, I've driven up, so let's knock the petrol price off. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you've already given
Who
him...
says this fucking
You've already
shit?
sold him the iPhone. What's left to steal?
It's
Like,
a fucking wasteland, though, isn't it? Because people are going to be excited. Well, I've just driven up here. Bully for you. Give a shit. Fucking... The amount is... Just so you know, when you get up there will be no negotiation. There will be no extra, well, I did this and I paid that. The price is the price when you get here, or you can go fuck yourself.
I took to selling on eBay again due to time wasters. Yeah, but eBay's a fucking lawless place of shit as well. Like, I don't know if you've sold anything on eBay recently. I expect you have a lot more recently than I have.
No, I think I may have... I sold a lot of stuff on there for Aletha because she had a lot of Pokemon stuff. And I sold it all on my account. It was all fine. And then because my email isn't attached to it, it's a long story, but effectively I didn't get notified that they had a problem. They didn't receive something. So then they came back and said, I didn't receive it. We didn't know. And we thought, I never went back to... Because it had said it had sold.
That message was largely ignored because they didn't notify you.
No.
And then we're like, well, you didn't reply, so we're just going to give them all the money and the thing.
And
So
then they banned me from eBay for being shit at it. And I was like, I guess I give a fuck because I don't do it very often. But the reason is that when I first signed up to it, I signed up with email X. And then now, since using it, I can't undo it because I don't know I can't update it to my current one because...
You don't know the password to the original email address.
No, and I think what happened was, partway through when I tried to sign up for it, and I couldn't remember the old one, I accidentally signed in with my current email, which is to nothing at all, doesn't really work. So now, when I try to say, no, change it to my current email, they say, that is already being used. And I'm like, yes, it's me. I'm only using it because I accidentally put it in one day. I'm trying to change it from this one. So it was just a palaver, which has never, ever been resolved. So long story short, too late, I am unable to change it. So there's every time they notify, it goes to the old address. And so I never learned it.
Sounds like you need a third email.
It does. Actually, that is the answer, isn't it? So
yeah, but my the thing that I was, waving my fist at, having sold some things on eBay again recently after not having done so for years, is that they don't give you the money anymore until like days after.
Oh, really?
After you sold it, yeah. So you sell the thing, they don't give you any money, but they expect you to post it anyway. And even if you buy the postage through eBay, which you can do now, you have to pay for that separately. And it doesn't bother me. I have, surplus cash lying around. But the average person who uses eBay, so I know I'm selling the thing because I need some money. And so I haven't got the money to just randomly spend on postage. So give me some of the fucking money so that I can put it on postage. No, they wait until it has been delivered to the person, and
right.
The person says, yes, it has arrived, and then they give you the money eventually.
Like I was doing quite well for years on selling stuff there. I was building it up quite well, and over time buying and selling. It was quite nice, but yeah, I think it all just got a bit... I got trapped in an wrong email cycle and never kind of got out of it. And then as soon as we realized something never landed or it wasn't right, they weren't happy about some aspect of it, which was a bit bullshit.
That always happens on eBay.
It's just like they were like, we want, and they paid the person back, and I would have done so as well. It was just we didn't see it and we didn't know. Also, because I thought it had all been tidied away. We looked at all the stuff and it had all been yes, 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 and we didn't look any further.
I almost missed a bunch of like eBay sales. It was only that I had linked my eBay with my like business Royal Mail account, and I just went on there to post things related to my business. Like, oh, there's some eBay transactions here. Guess I better see what that's about. Oh yes, I've sold some things. Right, cool. Thanks for telling me, eBay. That was great. Nice work. Yeah. The longer they can hold on to the money, the more interest they can make, and that is the answer.
I mean, that's yeah.
Vinted is great, says Becky.
Okay, well, I don't know Vinted.
No, I don't either.
Much better seller and buyer protection on Vinted. Just check prices against Amazon, because once you factor in postage and protection fees, sometimes it's cheaper. I'm cheaper on Amazon, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I need to check out Vinted because I've been like binning off my DVDs and random stuff around the house. So yeah, I think I might look at Vinted to sell them all off. Yeah, why not? And I'll let you know when they fuck me off next week. I'm sure.
Well, we're not going to get any more out of
the sea. No.
Something I will say.
I know we. Go on, you finish your point. Before
I was thinking about this.
Hijack it.
Harmstone and everybody really, but I've been watching season 1 of the US Traitors.
I'll put this down.
Because, like, obviously I watched seasons 1 and 2 of the British Traitors, and I hadn't really thought about going further afield to find other ones, but because I had some time on my hands, I thought I'd put it in the background while I was doing some other bits. I watched today about 5 episodes of the US season of Traitors, season 1. I think there's 2. And, in fact, I know there's 2.
Confirm.
And, oh, fuck me. I just have to say, they're just as stupid, but louder. And this is also half of the US...
Isn't that just a fair comparison of America
people
to Britain?
from the States.
Like, they're like us,
but louder and more obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, a load of them are also reality TV stars and have been on Survivor, Big Brother. I don't know what they... I mean, they all keep saying things like, one of them's in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Somebody was on Big Brother. I don't quite know.
Hills.
That's what
where I
I
want to be.
Living in Beverly Hills. Yes. Weezer were on it. No, they weren't. Yes.
I'd watch Weezer on the Traitors.
I would watch Weezer on the Traitors. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. I never watched Survivor, and I never watched Big Brother. I honestly thought Big Brother was done. So, by the way...
No, they're celebrating like 25 years of Big Brother.
Because it really ran out of steam here, and we... over there, one of the guys on US Traitors is called Cody. I think... And I'm only 5 episodes in, so don't tell me what happens in Traitors, as it were, but... I think that he won Big Brother, and he's talking about how like he had to be. He's like, well, I had to be really kind of sneaky and stuff. And I'm like, what is the sneakiness about Big Brother? Surely you just go and do a load of tasks.
That's what I didn't understand.
I couldn't understand how what he was talking about.
Conversations in the second season. So I don't get like what's
what he was like. The kind of skills I had to have to win that was nothing like for this one. I'm like, mate, you just occupy the house and be popular and eat.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nothing. What did they do? But anyway, all this is to say is I've been watching The Traitors, and it is fucking so funny. And I don't know what I think about Alan Cumming as the host, as it were.
I think he's great.
I think he's decent, but there's something about it that I'm not sure about. And actually, I think there's a lot of the soft skill nature that's in the Claudia Winkleman UK version. Seems to be like, let's just get to the facts. We don't need lots of discussions about who's going to be a traitor, who wants to be a traitor. There doesn't need to be lots of social time drinking wine. It's a lot of like, get to this bit, then get to this bit, get to this bit, done. And it is really good. But these traitors are I think, are bad and say stupid shit. And one of them is just the hammiest, overacting traitor. And every time someone comes into breakfast, clearly unscathed, he knows who it's going to be because he's a traitor. He's like, what's going on? Like that, like this terrible bad actor. He does it all the time. And when he got his mask off, he takes his thing off when they do the traitors. He kind of rubs his eyes and are like, oh my God, the light has flooded into my eyes. I must act really surprised. And everything he does, he gets really loud with all the people in there. Well, I think it's this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh God, cool it down. Just play it down a bit. And there's this really obnoxious woman who wears sunglasses in the house at breakfast all the time, and she just irritates the shit out of me. She just sits around rolling her eyes at everybody, fucked off with everybody, starting fights with everybody, throwing mud, slinging mud at everyone, just wearing her sunglasses. She held up her knife to look at her reflection. Yet still looking good.
This is Kate from Below
yeah.
Deck, by the way. She's a fucking arsehole.
Terrible.
New Zealand is really fucking good, though. The first season was really good. I haven't seen any of the second season yet. I need to get on that.
The thing about the traitors, I
do love the traitors, whatever country it's from.
At this,
you will really like the Canadian host,
right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
100%. I'll go for it.
Yeah, she's cool. And it's the same host in Canada and the Quebec one that's in French. And
gotcha.
She just bounces between the two languages like a G.
At this stage in US season 1, they have 5 episodes in and they haven't got a single traitor out. And I think that's like, it might be given they murder one and one has been taken out. That's 8. I think that's 9 people out of 20. And that's a bad average. But I think I've seen the one we do was like 24 people go in And I think normally by about 7 or 8, so roughly maybe it's about right, they normally hit a traitor. It feels like they keep unbelievably missing on traitors. And at one point, the only woman that they thought really had it, really knew what she was talking about.
Alex is finished.
Has it?
It has.
Ooh.
Are we
Does
interested?
that mean we could...
We could. Is Ellie still here?
Ellie, are you still here?
Like, I've got her going viral, but I can totally save it for next week. Yeah, we'll keep.
If we can get this done.
We can do this, and then we can.
But, yeah, all I say is I have been enjoying it.
Yes,
Oh, Ellie is here.
She is here.
We'll see if we can do something.
Yeah, let me. You keep talking, and I'll studio mode it and say that.
Okay, yep, sure, cool. We're going to try and set something up. So, yeah, I mean, at one point, this loud-mouthed, obnoxious woman had name-checked 2 traitors, and she said, I think it's person A and person B. And I was like, fucking hell, they know it. And they were discussing killing her, but that would mean that the moment she dies, everyone would be like, I wonder why she got killed. She must have got too close to the truth. And then, unbelievably, they all voted her out. Unbelievably, they just hard voted her out. And I was just like, this is incredible. So, there's basically no incentive to catching a traitor early because they'll just get replaced. I mean, that is true. I think as you get replaced, it's harder to... What I've noticed is later on when they finally catch one and they replace one and catch one and they replace one, those new ones never last because they believe that they'll be betrayed by the OG traitors. So normally what happens, I find, is that the new traitors never quite... They can't hold it together because they haven't got the longevity and they're mistrusted. So... newly made, freshly minted traitors don't tend to last for a couple of reasons. But I think the other reason why people just don't get found is because it's hard to do. And they just, in most games, they just don't get it right. They have too many people to have to choose from. They can't get it right.
And there's no real mechanism for finding out who the traitors are.
No.
The traitors.
So they have very little. In this one, they did, somebody took their mask off, their blindfold off, and they looked a bit uncertain. So someone's like, such and such looks a bit uncertain, they're probably a traitor, which is all they had to go on. That kind of sparked and spiraled, and eventually they got rid of this woman for just having the problem of looking a bit strange, but that was it. And the merest, smallest whiff of anything is enough to get someone gone. And then they're like, oh my God, we got it wrong. That was your fault. Can't believe you suggested it. Well, I didn't know. And at least on this one, Kate had the wherewithal to say, they were like, you suggested Michael. It's like, yeah, I got it wrong. That's what happens. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, I suppose that makes sense. And it's just like, that's what happens. You point the finger and it just chains, basically. Anyway, do we have that thing?
We are ready, yes.
Okay.
I believe it's all set up.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah. So just to preamble this slightly, while we were out in London last week playing some video games and things at some video game bars, we happened upon an exciting piece of equipment that Alex just had to go and play.
Hope you can hear it. Start.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So here we are in the Four Thieves, and I'm going to show Ellie how to really play pinball on the Addams Family. Let's go. Let's press start here. Top tip, got to press start. I hope it plays the tune.
Welcome, my guest.
Yeah. Okay, that was a practice. Obviously, it went between it. That's not cool. Went into Fester's mouth. Oh, this will be better. See, look at that, a little tip there. This is just exactly what it's like on Ellie's channel. People being bad at pinball. Yeah! No one knows what to do. They just keep hitting things until it ends. I found a secret. You can't go down there, that's not cool. I was about to raise the dead and everything. Okay, I got one
more life.
One more.
Yeah. Ball 3. Fight!
Sounds like it's doing a lot. Oh, that was the end. So anyway, I hope we've all learned a lesson here. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Will we play it again? No. Will we play it again? No. It goes I lose the first ball so fast, and it was just like straight through the middle. I was like, that's not cool.
He genuinely did want to film that video to show you how it was done, and then obviously
it was
that happened.
Terrible.
Yeah.
We were thinking about you, and we went into this area, and I was like, look at this, we can do this, we can film this, and we can show Ellie.
Yeah, the other one next to it looked even cooler. It had like a spine in it, but it was not turned
not on.
So.
Yeah, that was the only one.
Yeah,
maybe there'll be another one in the future. I forgot how that second ball lasts a bit longer than I expected. Actually, it's not very clear what's going on, but it does play.
I mean, I was stood right next to it, and I had no idea what the fuck it was doing and where the ball was going. So, what
was the one next to it? I've no idea.
I think it was a Terminator one. I could be making that up. It was broken, so we didn't give a fuck about it.
No, we barely looked at it. I have to say, it wasn't something that registered with me as something, like a Star Warsy one or something
Once
like
you're
that.
told by inoperability that you can't do something, you kind of tie it off.
Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed that. We should do more videos where we just do stuff.
Just out in the wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. As we move towards the end, we need to decide which of these 67 itas that we're actually going to do.
Maybe the dog ones.
Yes, definitely the dog ones. I'm going to do this one. Would you like to just choose one that you're going to do?
Yeah, I'll choose one of these ones.
Okay. In that case, while he's deciding, I will introduce the segment. It's time to move towards conclusion and really hammer home the positivity about dogs, as people act like twats, probably. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
We'll straighten there just in case we weren't sure whether we were the asshole or not.
Maybe I should go first.
Okay.
I just suspect your one's going to be pretty good.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Am I the arsehole?
Yes, you are.
For leaving?
Yes. There you go.
If you leave me now. Am I the arsehole for leaving when our friends brought their dog to dinner?
As the meal? Because I would leave at that point as well.
I know. No.
I'm not eating a dog, mate.
No.
No chance. No.
Throw away. The dog, they mean. Throw away. Friends know my main account. It's just like at the beginning that they need to have that caveat.
I hate that people put that.
Friends know my main account. You're not my real friend. Friends. My friends know my real account. This is a throwaway. I, 27M, planned a night out with my fiancée, 28F. And our friends, late 20s, can't be bothered to say specifics about them, at a trendy restaurant, made less trendy by the word trendy. No one says that anymore. These people aren't 27. I was at a trendy bar before moving on to a discotheque near where we live. Back info. We aren't dog people.
Well, okay.
Dog people. They're not people, part dog, part man.
I would have had a much better joke for the situation if we'd have done our going viral, but unfortunately we didn't, so carry on.
You want to save that for next time? You don't want to play it? No.
It's fine.
We'll do it next week. That's good. We aren't dog people. I've had girlfriends. All right, don't show off. End relationships with me over the fact I don't want a dog.
Sounds reasonable, yeah.
In the topic of pets, my current spouse is very compatible.
She wants 3.
They just aren't our thing. And our friends know this about us. Like, we aren't the type to pet them all.
Okay.
The dogs, not the friends. We all pet the friends.
Good boy.
We all pet the friends.
Good boy. You came out tonight for a drink. Good boy.
The other machine was Elvira's Scared Stiff. So you went back and looked at it.
It was Adam's Family related as well. Is Elvira from Adam's Family?
No, Elvira is another sexy horror woman.
Oh, okay.
Who has large breasts and tight leather outfits.
Why didn't we play this? Oh yeah, it was broken.
It was broken. Someone had already shot their wad in the
Someone
slot.
had already shoved their balls into Elvira.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So you must have gone back, looked at it, and seen it. Good knowledge, Ellie. Hope you're impressed with my pinball knowledge. I was obviously holding back, my true skill.
For comedy.
For comedy, for great comedy. Right. They just aren't our thing. Like, we aren't the type to pet them all. A key part of this story...
Gotta pet them all!
Nearly every restaurant has patios that... The storm is coming. Elvira, not Elvira.
Wrong.
I think that's how we say it here.
No.
But I haven't watched a lot of Elvira stuff. I mean, there is this kind of B-movie style thing. People...
She's from Manchester, isn't she? Elvira.
Elvira.
I would give you Elvira, but not
Winter is coming.
Said. I don't know.
Elvira.
I'm just content with you're wrong, Ellie. Whatever.
Listen, don't tell me how to say a name I don't know very well. The creepy and the kooky. Anyway, where the fuck was I?
Not petting dogs.
We all pet Elvira. I tell you what, they're probably... If we all petted Elvira, they'd be...
Probably worthy of petting.
Oh, heavy petting. Yeah, you better believe it. But we might have a restraining order. E-I, tiddly-I.
We all go to jail.
Oh, dear. Yes.
Don't stroke her tits. Don't stroke her tits. E-I, tiddly-I. The judge said don't stroke her tits.
A key part of this story, nearly every restaurant has patios that are dog-friendly, while indoors is not. It's nearly impossible to find non-pet friendly patios. Our friends, however, are now pet people. Pet people. They got a dog over COVID. They've become the people that take it everywhere with them.
So the dog had COVID and they got the dog over it.
They got the dog over it. How are you feeling now? Ruff.
I'm fine. Ruff.
Good to know. They've become the people that take it everywhere with them. My fiance and I do hang out with them less because of it.
You got to take your dog everywhere. What's it going to do? Stay at home on its own?
Apparently. We showed up about 10 minutes early for our reservation. I intended to eat indoors so you could avoid the dogs. Turns out our friends beat us here.
Because most people like to eat indoors because
it's not cold. We were led to a patio table and see they brought their dog. I say, no, I'm not doing this. What are you thinking bringing that? Fiance and I went inside to see if the bar had any seats. So you're just gonna
ditch your friends.
Just gonna ditch your friends.
Seems a bit irrational.
And my buddy chased us down.
Wait,
Whoa, sweet child of mine.
What's the problem here?
Explains the dog sitter fell through. Sounds dangerous.
I mean, you should probably be taking the dog sitter to the hospital. Like,
fell through a plain glass window.
You should not be there. You should be taking them to the hospital.
And the dog will just lay there and not bother us. I don't care. Mentioned, not sure why they need a sitter. Like, leave the dog at home. You don't need a sitter. And we aren't spending our meal with a dog. Told him, it's fucked up. You spring your dog on us. Maybe it was a Springer.
Spaniel.
See, we know about dogs.
I know about dogs.
Yeah, I know.
Can't wait for the test next week. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to nail it.
Told him it's fucked up you spring our dog on us. There were no bar seats, so fiance and I decided to leave.
That seems like the rational thing to do, yeah.
My buddy said, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I told him, I'm not spending time with your dog. We'll figure out somewhere else to go. I got texts saying how fucked up what we did was. Am I the asshole here?
As we know, any dog that belongs to anyone also belongs to you. Your dog is their dog.
Your dog is their dog.
Their dog is your dog. You must all be involved with the dog. No dog lives on an island.
No dog is an island.
You must all pet the dog. You must all tolerate the dog. You must all give the dog treats and call him a VGB. That's the rules, and if you can't handle that, then maybe you shouldn't go out to restaurants at all.
If they had asked their friends not to bring the dog, they would have a reason to act like that. But they didn't. And they know their friends take the dog everywhere, so yes, they're the arseholes. I mean, the friends also know that this couple hate dogs, so they probably got there. They're like, we got there super early, to make sure. It turns out our friends have beaten us to it. So obviously the conversation with dog owners, dog owner 1 and 2 just went, oh my God. Bob and Deborah hate our dog. I know. I mean, they're going to come out with us.
Bob and Deborah definitely sound like people who would say trendy and go to the discotheque.
I know, right? What are we going to do? Well, we can go to the patio. They won't have it. They won't have it. That's the conversation. They're not going to have. Well, if we get there really, really early, they'll just have to go along with it. What are they going to do? Leave? It turns out they did. I think it's a bit too. I think it's quite an overreaction, frankly, because we've had this before. Like, not with dogs, but with a kid. There's like, I don't like kids. I don't like kids. I don't want to look after kids. And then one time, my brother and his wife and their kid picked me up to something, and I had to sit in the back and talk to the kid. No, I couldn't believe it.
Kids and dogs are the same, you know.
Forced into a situation with a thing that you dislike, but like, fucking get over it. The friends are arseholes for not cutting off Op and the girlfriend. They sound awful. They do sound awful. They do sound like people who are so stubborn about what they're doing. It's like, well, no, I'm going to sit inside and just not even talk to you. Because that was the first place. As soon as they saw the dog was there, like, we'll stay here, but not with you. And then it's like, fine.
I mean, if you were really adamant on not sitting with the dog and not having a meal with the dog, you probably shouldn't have even gone out to the patio in the first place. Once you saw that they were there with the dog, you probably should have just fucked off at that point.
It's all about communication. My mum does it with her dog all the time, and it's fucking annoying.
I'm going to stop you there. Rule 1.
Does it with her dog all the time.
My mum does it with her dog all the time. You can't say that, mate.
It's fucking annoying, and she won't acknowledge it is, but this reaction is over the top, and you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're acknowledging our tribal chief.
I'm acknowledging our tribal dog.
Okay, I'm going to just read this out and see what you guys all say. Am I the arsehole for leaving when our friends brought their dog to dinner? And I'm getting everyone sucks here, and you're the arsehole, and you're the arsehole. I get the friend. Yes, you're the arsehole is what we're getting.
I
here.
think arsehole. Yeah, I don't.
You are massively overreacting, massively over the top.
They're entitled to bring their dog everywhere and force their dog on anyone they want. That's how dogs work. You have a dog.
It's just a dog, mate. It's on the floor. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, arseholes. 100.
Arseholes, a lot of them.
Arseholes to the left of us. Arseholes to the right.
Moving on. Right on the right. I would say that I was in Steep Street the other day, and that's dog friendly.
And you stole another cup?
I stole another cup. That's 2 cups, Alex, they call me. They asked me never to come back. And can I bring the cup back? Dog started making a howly, whiny noise near me, and it's like really making a racket. And the dog owner made no effort to take the dog out or do anything with the dog. Just thought, well, the dog will just scream. And the dog screamed for like the next 5 minutes. And I'm sitting there with my coffee going, oh, Jesus. So there's something to be said about making loud noise. If a dog starts just relentlessly barking all the way through my meal, I will probably leave, or it's leaving.
Nah, it's fine. Should have just gone over there and picked it up, put it on your lap, and
give it a little stroke.
Blofeld style.
But if a dog just sits there, I'm fine with it. They don't sell the mugs online anymore, so Alex has to steal them. Yeah. So, last one, your one.
The dogging.
Yes.
The final dog down.
Doo-doo-doo.
Am I the arsehole
You most certainly are.
for telling my sister she can't bring her dog to my wedding?
No dogs allowed.
I mean, if he's not on the guest list, he's not getting in.
The dog can't come to the wedding.
Am I the arsehole for telling my sister she can't bring her dog to my wedding? My 30F wedding is coming up in 3 months. I've been planning it for over a year, and everything is almost set. My fiancé, 32M, and I are both really excited. I should fucking hope so. It's a wedding.
Yeah.
My fiancé and I aren't really that arsed, if we're being honest. I think it's going to be a bit shit.
We'll take it, Lee. We've got this far.
We're having a fairly traditional wedding at a nice venue with about 150 guests and 1 dog. My sister, Emma, 28F, has a 3-year-old golden retriever named Buddy. I like that she's even given the dog a pseudonym.
It's my buddy.
Like, in case the dog is potentially doxed, she's given it its own fake name. Love it. A golden retriever named Buddy, whom she absolutely adores.
Oh, how can you not? It's a golden retriever.
It's a very good pupper. Is that the right terminology?
Yes, did it very well.
I'm good at this.
Dogs.
Emma has always been very close to Buddy, and he goes almost everywhere with her. I love Buddy too, but I'm not obsessed with him, as Emma is. A few weeks ago, Emma asked if she could bring Buddy to the wedding. She said he would be well behaved, and that it would make her feel more comfortable, since she has some social anxiety. She
does or the dog does? What? I missed that.
I think she does.
The woman has social anxiety, and she would be nice if the dog was there.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what she's saying. I mean, if the dog's got social anxiety, then it probably shouldn't come. Because
No, it definitely shouldn't.
Definitely a social setting.
Yes.
It doesn't need to subject itself to all those people. People are cunts.
Yep.
She even offered to keep him outside or in a designated area, if that would help.
A dog-designated area.
I tell you what, I have a designated area for you. It's your house.
Yeah, it should be there.
I mean, that's a pretty witty line, and I think she should have really gone with that.
Uh-huh.
I thought about it, but ultimately, I decided it wouldn't be a good idea.
No, not having a dog running around in your fucking wedding. Are you insane?
Our venue isn't pet-friendly,
Well, there you go.
and I don't want to deal with the logistics of having a dog at a wedding.
Who would?
Be okay with it.
Don't even want kids at a wedding.
I'm sure the dog can be trained to carry the rings, or be
Well, that was what it says. Who will be the
flower dog?
Yeah, the ring bearer. That would be
Ring-
kind of cool.
You mean the ring bear?
Yes.
Or the flower girl? I like that. It's very good. Does the dog get a seat and a meal? That's the question.
Just eat some of that
Yeah.
Spaghetti bolognese.
I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to give it a chair, so it's not going to cost you anymore, is it?
Venue not pet friendly. Done. Easy. No problems.
No, let the dog come, said Dom's mother, I think.
Everyone would be looking at the lovely dog, not at the bride.
It's fine. The bride should make more of an effort.
Not the arsehole, declares Joe.
If you can't outshine a dog, then should you really be getting married? That's what I'm saying. Where are we? So we're good here. Our venue isn't pet friendly, and I don't want to deal with the logistics of having a dog at the wedding. There are also a few guests with dog allergies, and I don't want them to feel uncomfortable or excluded.
No. Fair enough.
When I told Emma this,
Emma
she
had
completely
a fit.
accepted this and moved on.
Everyone's happy here. We got a stamp for that.
Oh, wait, it doesn't say that.
Doesn't say that.
When I told Emma this,
She lost her shit.
she got really upset. She said I was being unreasonable
Started knocking shit over.
and that it wouldn't be a big deal to have Buddy there.
She let her dog eat the wedding cake.
She even accused me of not caring about her feelings or her anxiety.
Oh, give it a rest.
I tried to explain my reasons, but she was too angry to listen and said she wouldn't come to the wedding if Buddy wasn't invited.
Ugh, I rolled my eyes and made that noise.
Now my parents are involved.
They always are.
They think I should make an exception for Emma because she's family, and
Is she?
weddings are about bringing people together. They said I'm being too rigid and should reconsider,
Parents always get involved. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
especially since Emma is threatening not to come.
Fuck them parents.
I'm really torn.
Like Natalie and Brulia.
On one hand, we've only got one hand at this stage. No other hand has taken place. On one hand, I want my sister at the wedding.
Oh, is it her sister? I thought it was.
It's a sister,
For some
yeah.
reason, I thought it was a friend.
No, it's a sister.
Oh, shit.
On one hand, I want my sister at my wedding,
On the second hand, she is being a bitch.
and I don't want to cause a family rift.
She's doing this, not you.
On the other hand, I don't think I'm asking for anything unreasonable by
Just
saying
leave the
no
fucking dog at
to bringing
home.
a dog to a wedding venue.
Dog parties are about bringing dogs together, not human parties. I agree.
Dogs, humans, it's all the same.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Dogs and people getting married together. No, it's rule one again. Am I the arsehole for sticking to my decision? Let's remind you, am I the arsehole for telling my sister, Alex,
I forgot about
that
that.
she can't bring her dog to my wedding?
No, the sister's just being overly dramatic. Just leave the dog at home. Easy.
But she's got social anxiety. She
Fuck it.
needs the dog there.
Listen.
Dog's going to make her feel better about, like, going to a wedding is shit. They feed you, and there's loads of happy people, and there's alcohol. You've got to have a dog there to make that more tolerable.
You're the arsehole. Everything is improved by golden retrievers. You're the arsehole, says Will. Not the arsehole, says Tamsin, and not the arsehole, says
That's interesting
Joe.
from Tamsin. I wonder if Tamsin's been a bit negative to the
I
dogs
just
there,
think
and maybe needs to throw something at the,
if it's my
the
wedding,
dogs.
I won't be held to ransom by people overinflating their own issues. There's always someone's like, well, can I take my kid because blah, 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 or can I take this, or I have this issue. If you start pandering to someone's needs and desires that they are, over exaggerating, then you'll never ends. It's my wedding. No, keep the dog at home. That's how I would be.
I mean, I think the only reason that I would agree with you is because you would get to say, I have set up a designated area for your dog. It's called your house.
It's her wedding, her rules. Listen, sister, when you get married, you can make your rules and make it all about dogs. Only invite dogs and do what you want. But it's my wedding. This is what I want.
That'd be a good wedding. Fuck the people.
Dog only.
Just have dogs there.
Alex is the arsehole.
All the dogs sitting in the pews at the church. Be a great visual.
Alex is right, though.
I'm not sure he is.
Always
and
right.
Even if he is, don't tell him. It's the worst thing you can do.
There are worse things I can do.
Yeah. So, we need an official judgment here.
The dog would probably get stressed and overwhelmed in that sort of crazy environment. Be kind to the dog. I don't think the sister's thinking about her dog at all. I think she's thinking selfishly about herself.
I think that is true, yes. Yeah. Does the dog even want to go?
Nobody asked the dog.
Did it RSVP? Oh, it didn't get an invite. Send it an invite.
RVGB.
RSVPs. Oh, that's very good.
Mm.
Yeah, say that again when I'm not talking over you.
I don't know. I think I got the impression we're a bit split on this one.
I think we are split on this one. Yeah.
Because I think you think that she is the arsehole. I think she's not the arsehole. We have various people in here voting either way. Maybe we should have a little vote for it.
I mean, I can't see any votes because we're not on Twitch chat. But
tell Emma Buddy can come if he buys his own gift.
Yeah, I mean, if you invite another thing, human or otherwise, then that's another thing off your wish list, right? Like, Emma's got to get a gift, Buddy's got to get a gift. That's an extra toaster that you weren't going to get before. I think that's a reason enough to invite the dog. I think a dog can only improve any situation, and on a joyous day such as a wedding, why would you not want a dog jumping and frolicking through a field?
It's positivity month, so I think you should have the final say here.
Oh, I get the final say. That's nice.
If you think...
Okay. In that case, am I the arsehole for telling my sister she can't bring her dog to my wedding? I didn't really need to read the rest of it. I know immediately that, yes, you are the arsehole. Let there be dog.
Let there be dog. How many toasters does one Battlestar need? Lots and lots of toasters, apparently. Well,
I think there's a few people out there with, me being as positive as I am about dogs all the time that are having like the best month of their lives right now.
I think there are. I think you're improving people's dog-related.
Right on cue. There's Tamsin. I love positive jazz. Can we keep him?
Yes, we can for another.
I'll be right here next week, Tamsin. You know where I am.
Is there only one more week left of Positivity Month?
I don't know. Let's have a look at a calendar. I think there might be 2 more Mondays.
2 more Mondays.
In the
okay.
month. Where's my calendar? There are 2 more Mondays left in the month, and then I'm fucking off after that. So
Buddy is the name of the dog in the e-learning training video that work makes me watch every quarter to teach me how to not be a basic password. That's such a strange thing to say, I know.
I Heart Dogs 1. Nice password.
It's a really fun little segment that me and my colleagues, but mainly me and Kirsty, talk about it at work. And it's basically this guy's meeting up with his doctor. That's the kind of setup for the joke. And she's wearing a lab coat and she's like, I'm sorry, it's very serious. I'm afraid all your tests have come back positive. And it sounds like he's got some sort of terrible, sexually transmitted disease. And it's like, you are a basic password. And it turns out that all the passwords he's ever picked are all shit ones. And it's like, let's take a look at your password. This one, of course, was just called Buddy123. And it's like, he's like, oh, yeah, I got that when I was in college. When I got my dog, Buddy. I called him Buddy because he's my buddy. And I watched this thing so many times. And she goes like, Buddy, huh? Couldn't come up with anything better. And she's super cutting.
Buddy
it's
is
really
a pretty
good.
basic name for a dog. You can definitely do better. The dogs deserve better than that basic ass name.
He comes up with, well, obviously the little skit that's meant to teach you come up with better passwords, basically. Yeah. He comes up with loads of shit ways. And he, of course, exhibits all the terrible password decisions that you're kind of... And at the end of it, she says to the screen, like, are you a basic password? It's just like...
And you're like, yes, I am a basic password.
Shit. So now, are you a basic password is like a running joke at work.
The thing that gets me about all of that is obviously over the years they've been like, you've got to have a strong password. It's got to have numbers and letters and symbols and different styles of things. And as we discussed last week, probably a swastika too. But they haven't improved the system by which you get your password back if you forget it. So your password might be the best fucking thing in the world. But as long as somebody out there knows that your first pet was called Buddy, they're just going to reset your password to something else anyway. Because the security questions are all like, where were you born? What was your first pet's name? What was the name of your favourite teacher? It's like, this is all basic shit, and we haven't fucking sorted that out yet. So just reset people's passwords and dox them that way.
Button is a cute name for a dog. Speaking of Button, when are we going to do it from your place? So
I think we... probably said the last one, so
Okay.
that'll be like the 29th.
Okay, all right. Okay, so next week, maybe I'll see if we can do a little dog quiz.
Dog.
Doggity dog, doggity dog, doggity dog, doggity dog.
I know we were barking, weren't we?
Maybe that or a little dog. We'll see if we can do an interactive dog thing. But as for now, I think we've come to a close of another positive dog. Dogs are out of the sea.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us here tonight. And thank you very much, Will, for all the amazing bits and pieces. And anybody else that dropped some bits I didn't see because my camera's in the way. But lots of wonderful donations have happened. And you've all been wonderful as well. Thank you very much for dropping in.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even know if anybody's donated to the...
we'll check that out.
To the thing, because it doesn't notify us. But yeah.
If you have any dog-related videos, stuff... game ideas, anything you want to get in with the last 2 weeks of this positivity month, throw them our way. If you happen to find any bits at all, we will use them.
Yeah, you've got 2 weeks, or frankly, and maybe you can even do it beforehand, you can go fuck yourself.